This little camera, the GoPro, was our go-to action camera for the past 10 plus years. But this time we got this DJI Action 5 Pro camera and never used it before. Today is the first time, so we're gonna see how well it performs against the GoPro Hero Black 13 camera. First, we're gonna try, of course, the image quality on both cameras.
So, the GoPro offers a 1/1.9 inch sensor and the DJI a slightly larger 1/1.3 inch sensor, which helps in low light and with dynamic range.
Both cameras offer the 4K recording on 120 frames per second, but the GoPro offers 5.3K at 60 frames per second, which actually helps when you want to crop your footage for different media from YouTube or Shorts, for example.
So both cameras feature 10-bit color in their respective log, but the DJI has this sensor hidden in the O, which helps with white balance and color.
Okay, change of a scene from the streets now to the stunt spot.
And we're gonna try out the slow motion on the both cameras at 4K 120 FPS.
Sheesh,
That
man.
looks sick.
That looks sick, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But now
Yeah.
we're gonna try the maximum FPS. That means GoPro at 2.7K 240 and DJI at 1080p 240.
Another important features are the screens. The GoPro has a smaller one than the DJI on the back and same story on the front, but with a big difference. The DJI has a touch screen on the front, which comes in handy when the camera is facing towards you while you are riding, and you can change the settings on the go without turning the camera around and so on. Right?
Yeah, but the one more thing is the response. The DJI screen is way more responsive than the GoPro. And that's a lifesaver on the set if you're rushing and you have to take something really fast.
Or your hands are freezing like today.
Exactly.
You want to be fast. Okay, so in this case, DJI wins. If you are a motorcycle content creator, sound is super important. So now we're gonna compare the built-in mics in both cameras and let's see the result. So you saw now a quick test now between the built-in mics, but if you wanna level up your sound quality, you can upgrade with those DJI Mic 2s, and you can connect one to the GoPro and two to the Action 5 Pro. So you can actually put one under the helmet, talk to the camera, and the second one is recording the, for example, the engine sound. And one little important thing, on the DJI you can also adjust the volume recording, and on the GoPro you can't. So now let me put on the helmet and let me show you how this sound thing works. In this case we have the DJI mic 2s. One is connected under my helmet and one we strapped on back of my bike. So we can toggle now between my talking and now back on my bike, so you can hear the engine sound, which we all love. To talking, and this is a really cool setup if you are vlogging.
Yeah, it froze. This is the one occasion the GoPro froze in the middle of filming. We tried to connect the DJI microphone to it, but it completely froze.
And now it's time for a low light performance test, and let's see if the bigger sensor in the DJI camera does make a big difference. Before we go for a quick night ride, we need to set up the camera. So the GoPro, we're gonna use the 4K 30 frames per second, and we need to go here on the Pro Tune, shutter speed on automatic. Okay, let's leave it like that. And on the DJI, yeah, let me see, this is something that it's not so handy on the GoPro. It's very slow. And on the DJI, we're gonna go here, and then it has a mode which means, which says super night. Okay, let's see now the difference. Next feature that I really dig Sunday is the so-called horizon lock.
Yeah.
And both cameras are actually offering it, and this effect makes when I go on the racetrack, for example, I lean a lot, and you see the horizon is leveled, and just the bike is leaning. And also the same here on this street, you can see the footage here how it works. And yeah,
but the thing is, the GoPro offers it at 4K 360, whereas the DJI at 1080p. Otherwise, they are limited to 45-degree lean.
a long stick technique. One thing that the action cameras are famous for is the wide angle they offer when you film with them. So they call it at the DJI the
Ultra wide.
Exactly. At the GoPro the hyper view.
Yeah, and they both offer vertical video. The GoPro does it in camera, but the DJI you have to take it physically off, put it in this cage and put it back on.
want to do some photos, DJI offers 40 megapixels.
And the GoPro 27.
Let's try out now the stabilization, the GoPro's Hypersmooth 6.0 versus the DJI's Rocksteady Plus. Let's see who wins this battle. And we also changed the bike, my 1290 Adventure S, the Super Adventure S, and we're gonna go a bit off-roading. Let's go. And I'm all wet. Shit. I wanted to ride just for you guys full throttle through the puddle to make exciting content, and now I'm freezing my ass off today. Sunday, next feature.
Internal storage. The DJI features 48 gigabytes of internal storage, but the GoPro only does recording to the SD card.
Means so if we forget the SD, we can still shoot with the DJI. If we forgot the SD card,
Exactly.
we are done.
The DJI is built for us.
Okay.
Okay, so we've been filming for about an hour now, and let's check the percentage. Rock will arrive any minute now. So,
Such a fun day, man, with tons of twists. Oh my god, we choose a perfect location. By the way, did we mention where we are?
I think we did not.
We did not. We are actually in Croatia on one of my favorite roads here that leads to the ferry boat.
Let's
check
check.
the battery, yeah?
Let's turn them off.
Okay. Are they hot?
Yeah, a bit. The GoPro is a bit hotter.
Yeah.
But the battery percentage, the GoPro at 38 and the DJI at 67. So that means the specs are true. The DJI has the 1950 mAh battery and the GoPro only 1900. Keep on going.
Okay, let's go. Yee-hoo. What a fun few days with those cameras. And yeah, we're gonna now look into how to operate with the camera, how easy it was to use. So let's call it ease of use. And right away, Sunday, I would say the buttons. You know, when I needed to press record, I could do it easier on the GoPro because they designed the buttons a bit better for the motorcycle riders with the thick gloves. You feel the buttons better. The next thing I would say also is the magnetic mounts. You get it in the package with the camera, but with the GoPro you need to buy it extra. But the GoPro magnetic mount works smoother, clicks faster, and yeah, in that case we don't have actually a winner. It comes here in the package, here you need to buy it, but here it works better.
Exactly. And the next thing is the responsiveness. The DJI is way more responsive. The GoPro froze a couple times on us, but the DJI, the navigation through the menus, it's fast. And also it records straight away, no lag. The GoPro does after a couple of seconds, so there's a winner.
Yeah, because it has a faster processor. And also one little thing that I saw when we filmed is also when you scroll down to the menus and you want to change something on the GoPro, then after that you need to scroll all the way back and then go back to the main menu. In that case, DJI has a little button that brings you back to the menu always with you, and that way you are navigating faster through the system.
And the next thing is the horizontal to vertical. We do a lot of vertical stuff. For the DJI, you have to take the camera off, put it in a cage and put it on vertically. For the GoPro, you don't have to turn it, but there is a dedicated vertical mode in the camera. So instead of turning it, you have to go manually and choose it.
But which is faster? This is the question.
Exactly. The DJI is faster, because in any case you have to take down the camera. By the DJI's case, you just flip it, and at the GoPros you have to
go through the menus that lag sometimes,
slow.
and it takes even longer than just flipping the camera.
Exactly.
So this is our few points that we would say that it's regarding ease of use. So now let's talk about price. Money. So the DJI Action 5 Pro goes right now on the official website for 379 euros. The GoPro goes for 390. But the difference, it's even bigger in terms of a price. The DJI in this little box includes the case and the magnetic mount. But the GoPro, even though the box is so huge, doesn't include even not the case and also the magnetic mount. You need to buy it separately, which costs another 29.99, or let's say 30 euros additionally. So the difference in price is even bigger. So with the DJI you get more for less. Now it's time for a verdict. I first thought it's gonna be a hard battle, but the longer we shot, the more clear was the image, or let's say the result, who will win. Since you've been filming and editing all the footage, what do you think about the quality of the pictures on both cameras? Which wins here?
When it comes to normal 4K 30 RAW, the GoPro wins. When it comes only to that.
So it has more details, you said, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
The image is a bit more detailed without it being too sharp. But in all the other stuff that revolves around picture quality, the DJI is better. It has a bigger sensor. This means better low light performance, better dynamic range in lock, and better colors.
For me also crucial, battery life.
Exactly.
You know, we've been filming in a pretty cold conditions. It was sunny in the video that you just watched, but it was actually pretty cold, 5 degrees. And the battery life on the DJI was by far better than on the GoPro. Storage wise, it has internal storage, which is a lifesaver.
Lifesaver.
We forget a lot of times the SD, then we run back to the van, take the SD card, put it in the camera. And here we can continue shoot even though if we forget the card. What else?
Audio.
Yeah.
Built-in audio.
Yeah.
DJI flat out better. The GoPro, it has a bit of a problem with loud noises
and wind.
Yeah,
which is actually an enemy for all the action cameras in general.
But the DJI copes a little better with it, and the DJI has the ability to connect the two microphones. The GoPro doesn't make mics, but it can also connect just one, and the quality is a little bit worse.
So we are on the end of the video. I hope you liked our comparison video, and I'm really curious, Sandy, what the new gen action cameras will bring to the table.
Yeah, I'm calling 8K probably, but thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, and we're gonna catch you in the next one. Until then, rock on!
Boom, born! Mysticale.